Have you ever pondered about the vastness and mysteries of space? Space, the final frontier, is a vast and boundless expanse of darkness that stretches out into the infinite unknown. It is a place of endless wonder and mystery, a silent void that is both breathtakingly beautiful and utterly terrifying. Imagine, if you will, 100 billion galaxies, each brimming with hundreds of billions of stars. Among those stars, countless planets, each with the potential to harbor life as we know it, or perhaps life as we can't even begin to comprehend. The enormity of space is beyond human comprehension. Our minds, while brilliant and capable, are not designed to truly understand the concept of infinity. We have only explored a minuscule fraction of the cosmos. In fact, it's said that we know more about the depths of our own oceans than we do about the outer reaches of our universe. Yet, the mysteries of space continue to captivate us. Dark matter, an enigmatic substance that neither emits nor absorbs light, is believed to make up about 85% of the universe. We can't see it, touch it, or even directly measure it, yet its gravitational effects are undeniable. Then there are black holes, regions of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. They warp the fabric of space-time, creating a cosmic sinkhole from which there is no return. And let's not forget the tantalizing possibility of extraterrestrial life. Are we alone in the universe? Or are there other sentient beings out there, looking up at their own night sky and wondering the same thing? These mysteries and countless others remain unsolved. They are the questions that keep astronomers awake at night, the enigmas that fuel our desire to explore, to understand, to know. In the vastness of space, we are but a speck, a tiny player in an infinite cosmic drama. Amid the cosmic chaos, we are a fleeting whisper, a blink in the grand scheme of the universe. Yet we are here, and we yearn to understand the infinite unknown. Now, imagine being stranded in this infinite expanse, with your life hanging by a thread. This was the reality for the crew of Apollo 13. April 13th, 1970. Apollo 13, the third crewed mission intended to land on the Moon, launched from Kennedy Space Center. But not all went as planned. 56 hours into the mission, a phrase that would echo throughout history was radioed back to Earth. "Houston, we've had a problem." An oxygen tank had exploded in the service module. The spacecraft was severely damaged. The moon landing was aborted. But the real concern was the daunting, terrifying journey back to our home planet. The crew, Jim Lovell, Jack Swigert, and Fred Hayes, were over 200,000 miles from Earth when disaster struck. They were alone, encapsulated in a crippled craft, surrounded by the deadly vacuum of space. The fear and uncertainty they must have felt is difficult to comprehend. They were racing against time, battling a reduction in life support, and dealing with the dropping temperatures, all while trying to plot a trajectory that would safely bring them back to Earth. The margin for error was virtually non-existent. The crew had to improvise, creating a makeshift carbon dioxide removal system from spare parts on board. They lived on limited water supplies, their breaths visible in the freezing spacecraft. Their only source of communication, a distant voice from mission control, their only hope, their skills, and their sheer will to survive. The world held its breath as the men navigated their way home, their lives hanging in the balance. For 4 days they endured the cold, the uncertainty, and the fear of not knowing if they would ever set foot on Earth again. Every passing second, every minor adjustment, every decision made was a matter of life and death. It was a testament to human resilience and ingenuity in the face of overwhelming odds. In the silent void of space, the crew of Apollo 13 faced their worst fears, proving that space can indeed be a realm of horror. Space, beautiful and awe-inspiring, can also be a place of danger and dread. The first danger that astronauts face, even before leaving our planet's atmosphere, is radiation. Our Earth, like a protective mother, shields us from the majority of the universe's harmful radiation with her magnetic field. But once you leave her protective embrace, you are exposed to solar radiation and cosmic rays. This exposure can lead to a plethora of health issues, from the mundane nausea to the terrifying prospect of cancer. Then, there's the psychological toll. Imagine being confined in a tiny space, millions of miles away from home, with no company but your own thoughts. The isolation can be overwhelming. Astronauts have reported feelings of depression, anxiety, and even a cognitive decline known as space fog. The mental health of our brave explorers is as crucial as their physical well-being. For a mind clouded with anxiety can make mistakes, and in space, a single mistake can be fatal. Speaking of fatal, let's not forget the potential for equipment failure. Spacecrafts are technological marvels, but they are not infallible. A minor malfunction can escalate into a life-threatening situation in the blink of an eye. Remember Apollo 13? A simple oxygen tank explosion turned a routine mission into a fight for survival. It's a stark reminder of how reliant we are on our machines when we venture into the unknown. And lastly, space itself is not kind to the human body. The vacuum of space is an environment so alien to us that mere exposure can cause immediate death. The lack of atmosphere means no protection against temperature extremes. Without a spacesuit, an astronaut's blood would boil in the searing heat of the sun, or freeze in the dark, unforgiving cold of the shadowed areas. Space travel, while a testament to human ingenuity, is fraught with dangers that can turn a mission into a nightmare. But why does space, with all its beauty and wonder, instill such fear in us? It's a question that has perplexed humanity for centuries. Perhaps it's rooted in our primal fear of the unknown. As humans, we are hardwired to fear what we cannot comprehend. The vastness of space, the enigma of its infinite expanse, is something our minds struggle to fully grasp. We are creatures of habit, of routine, and of the familiar. But space is none of these things. It's a realm of unexplored territories, of mysteries yet unsolved, and phenomena yet unexplained. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, peering into an endless abyss. That's what looking into space feels like. It's like staring into infinity, and the more you gaze, the more you realize how small you truly are. It's a stark reminder of our insignificance in the grand scheme of the cosmos. In the face of such vastness, we are but a speck of dust, a fleeting moment in the universe's timeline. This realization can be daunting, even overwhelming. It's a concept that's been explored in the genre of cosmic horror, where the terror comes not from tangible monsters or ghoulish creatures, but from the sheer enormity of the universe and our minuscule place within it. The cosmos doesn't conform to our laws of nature. It doesn't operate on our timescale. It's a realm where time can bend, where black holes can devour entire stars, and galaxies can collide. It's a realm that's indifferent to our existence, and that can be a deeply unsettling thought. Our fear of space, then, is not just about its physical dangers. It's about the psychological terror it can evoke, the existential dread it can stir within us. It's a fear that's rooted in our very human instinct to understand our place in the universe, and the discomfort we feel when we realize we may never truly comprehend it. In the face of the cosmic enormity, we are confronted with our own insignificance, and that can be truly terrifying. Despite the fear, despite the dangers, we continue to explore space. Why? The answer lies within the very marrow of our being. The human spirit is a flame, a beacon that refuses to be extinguished by fear or uncertainty. Our innate curiosity, our desire to understand the universe and our place within it, propels us into the abyss. We are explorers, pioneers, adventurers. When we look up at the night sky, we don't just see a tapestry of twinkling stars, we see a challenge. Facing our fears and pushing boundaries is part of what makes us human. It's the reason we climbed the highest mountains, dove into the deepest oceans, and now venture into the vastness of space. Space is a realm of horror, but also a realm of wonder. It's a reminder of our insignificance, but also a testament to our courage and curiosity. In the end, perhaps the scariness of space is part of its allure.